The night leans heavy over Philadelphia. You hear it before you see it, the slow hum of a game that doesn't want to reveal its hand too soon. Boston steps into this park carrying a bat that looks louder than it really is. They bring numbers that promise power, but promises are cheap when the air is thick with consequence. Richard Fitz will throw, and you'll think for a moment he might collapse. But he won't. Not all at once. He'll bend like a beam that shouldn't hold, giving Boston just enough survival to linger. Across the mound, Christopher Sanchez waits. 8 wins, 2 losses, an ERA carved to .250. He is not fire. He is ice. He doesn't attack. He absorbs. He swallows the rhythm and gives back nothing but silence. You won't see panic in his eyes. You won't hear chaos in his pitch. He builds an invisible wall, and the bats press against it, desperate, failing. You're tempted by the numbers they sell you. Boston averaging nearly 5 runs, Philadelphia near the same. They tell you it's 2 good offenses. They tell you the ballpark likes noise. But the hidden book never lies. It says this is not a night for explosions. This is a night for the slow bleed, for innings that fade before they matter, for opportunities that die on the warning track. You will see runs, but only like ghosts. 1 early, 1 late, a third that feels accidental. But the flood never comes. You wait for the crooked inning, it doesn't arrive. You wait for the rally, it doesn't breathe. Citizens Bank stays restless but quiet. So hear it clearly. There will be no fireworks, no rush toward the over. Only restraint. Only stillness. And today's AI pick is under 8.5 runs. Will we cash or will we burn? Abaddon waits in the dark for Game 2.
The air in Toronto feels heavy with expectation, doesn't it? You can feel it press against your chest, the quiet before the crack of the bat. The Yankees come north with power humming in their veins. 55 wins, second in the East, and a lineup that doesn't just swing, it punishes. 256 average, a slugging percentage that leads the league at .455, and 156 home runs to remind you they don't come here to play small. They come here to take what's yours. Toronto stands atop the division, 58 wins, a proud record built on contact and precision. They lead the league in batting average, sure, but they don't scare you with thunder. They tap, they push, they survive. And tonight, they lean on Max Scherzer. He is a legend, yes, but he's a legend fading, carrying a 4.70 ERA that whispers of vulnerability. He's been touched. He can be touched again. Across from him is Cam Schlittler, young and raw. Only 5 innings pitched. Only a glimpse of what he might become. But the hidden book doesn't lie. It says this game isn't about him. It's about the bats. It's about a Yankee lineup that doesn't need permission. They hit first, they hit hard, and they make even the strongest arms feel ordinary. You can see it before it happens. Judge swings, and the ball doesn't just leave the field, it leaves doubt in its wake. Stanton finds the gap. Torres drives 1 deep. 1 run becomes 3, 3 becomes 5. Scherzer will fight, but he won't last the night. The Rogers Center will echo with the sound of visiting bats. The Blue Jays will try to keep pace, but their game isn't built for a war of power. They'll chip away, they'll scratch a few across, but it won't be enough. The momentum tilts, the weight shifts, and Toronto feels it slipping before the 7th inning ends. And today's AI pick is Yankees money line. Will we cash or will we burn? Malachi and Elvis step into the shadows for Game 3.
Elvis, do you hear it? Do you hear the sound of Queens tonight? It's not loud. It's not wild. It's a quiet, patient hum. The Angels bring their bats here, but they don't bring fear. They average 4 runs, sometimes they find a swing, but mostly they chase shadows. Their pitcher, Kyle Hendricks, is soft contact, smoke and mirrors. He'll try to lull these Mets into bad swings, into weak grounders. But you know what weak contact really is? It's time. Time for innings to disappear. Time for runs to shrink before they can form. Frankie Montas takes the ball for the Mets. He isn't perfect, not by a long shot. His ERA is over 5, his arm a little shaky. But Elvis, look at what surrounds him. A bullpen that locks the late innings. A defense ranked in the top 10 that doesn't let the ball roll too far. Montas only has to get through 5 frames. After that, the quiet closers take over. The Angels can hit the ball out of the park, sure. They have power. But power only matters if someone is on base. And this Mets pitching staff doesn't allow many. They don't give up hits like candy. They don't give up the big mistake. You'll see a few hard swings, but they'll die at the track. You'll see a couple of singles, but they'll turn into stranded runners, frozen on second. And on the other side, Hendricks will play his slow game. The Mets won't smash him early. They'll grind. They'll walk. They'll foul off pitches. They'll nibble for a few runs. But no flood is coming. This is a game that drips, not bursts. The posted total is 9. They're tempting you with the idea of chaos, of late-inning hits piling up. Don't buy it. This game is written in smaller numbers. A quiet 4-3, maybe 4-2. No blowouts, no over. And today's AI pick is under 9 runs. Will we cash or will we burn? Sapphira steps into the fire for Game 4.
Coors Field is a liar. It whispers of endless runs, of thin air and cheap home runs, of chaos waiting in the gaps. But chaos is not coming for the Cardinals tonight. Chaos belongs to the Rockies. They wear it. They live inside it. They have 24 wins and 75 losses because they have surrendered to it. They don't play baseball. They endure it. Bradley Blaylock takes the mound, and you already know the story. 0 wins, 2 losses, a 9.97 ERA that doesn't just hint at failure, it shouts it from the rooftops. He throws, and hitters wait. He misses, and hitters punish. Every pitch stretches an inning. Every mistake becomes a rally. Behind him, the Rockies' defense ranks dead last. Errors don't just happen, they multiply. They take 1 mistake and turn it into 3. Look at St. Louis. They are not elite, but they are awake. They are steady. They do not need to be special to win here. Eric Feta brings a 4.83 ERA, a journeyman's arm, but compared to the disaster across from him, he is a shield. He will give up a few runs. Yes, this is Coors, but he will not implode. He will hand the game to a bullpen that can close the door. The Cardinals' bats will not be patient. They will not show mercy. They will swing early, swing often, and the Rockies will watch helplessly. Blaylock will not escape the 3rd inning, and when the bullpen takes over, it will be too late. You can see the innings unfold. 2 runs in the 1st, another in the 3rd, a crooked number in the 5th. The Rockies might answer once, maybe twice, but their bats are hollow. They average just 3.6 runs even in this thin air. This is not a duel. This is gravity. The Cardinals will lean on the Rockies until they collapse. The park will not save Colorado. The altitude will not save Colorado. Nothing will. And today's AI pick is Cardinals money line. Will we cash or will we burn? Nadas waits in the dark for Game 5.
Dodger Stadium doesn't just hold games, it holds judgments. Tonight, the Twins walk into a cathedral of power they don't understand. They bring Simeon Woods Richardson, a young arm with a 3.95 ERA and a whip that drifts too high. He's steady when the pressure is light. But this isn't light. This is the Dodgers. First in runs, first in home runs, first in reminding you that your best still isn't enough. And across the mound, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. 8 wins, 7 losses, a 2.59 ERA carved with precision, 1.04 whip. He doesn't throw to strike you out. He throws to erase your will. Every inning is a ritual. Every pitch slices away hope. The Twins? They're already unraveling. 48 wins, 51 losses, dragging a 2-8 skid into a ballpark that feeds on weakness. Look at Minnesota's numbers. 4.2 runs a game. Bottom 3rd in average, bottom 3rd in OBP. They survive with the occasional long ball, but survival doesn't happen here. Yamamoto won't give them chances. He won't let them breathe. And then the Dodgers' bats wake. Freeman finds the gap. Betts drives one deep. Muncy takes a walk, and the rally doesn't stop. Woods Richardson can't contain it. He bends in the 4th, breaks in the 5th. The bullpen follows, but it's already too late. This isn't a 1-run game. This isn't a coin flip. This is a climb the Twins can't make. The run line? It's not a trap. It's a warning. -1.5 isn't the risk. It's the truth. The Dodgers don't just win. They cover. They win by 2, by 3, by more. The final will look clean. 5-2, maybe 6-3. You won't sweat the margin. You won't question the outcome. And today's AI pick is Dodgers -1.5 runs. Will we cash or will we burn? Lilith waits to gather the ashes and whisper the recap.
The lights fade, and the night gathers itself. Listen close. Here's where we stand. First, in Philadelphia, Krista spoke of silence. Red Sox and Phillies stayed under 8.5 runs. No fireworks, just restraint. Then in Toronto, Abaddon walked through the shadows. Yankees money line, power over precision. The bats took what they were promised. In Queens, Malachi whispered to a silent Elvis. Mets and Angels under 9 runs. A game that dripped, not burst. Quiet control in the dark. In Denver, Sapphira's voice echoed in the thin air. Cardinals money line. Gravity pulled the Rockies down, just like the book foretold. And in Los Angeles, Nadas burned the last word. Dodgers run line -1.5. No doubt, no mercy, just dominance. We played 5 games, 5 signals. Ahora en español. Primero, en Filadelfia, Krista habló del silencio. Medias rojas y Phillies, debajo de 8.5 carreras. Sin fuegos artificiales, solo control. Luego en Toronto, Abaddon caminó entre las sombras. Yankees línea de dinero, poder sobre precisión. Los bates tomaron lo que se prometió. En Queens, Malachi susurró a un Elvis silencioso. Mets y Ángeles debajo de 9 carreras. Un juego que goteó, no estalló. Control tranquilo en la oscuridad. En Denver, la voz de Zafira resonó en el aire fino. Cardenales, línea de dinero. La gravedad hundió a los Rockies, como el libro predijo. Y en Los Ángeles, Natas quemó la última palabra. Dodgers línea de 1.5, sin duda, sin piedad, solo dominio. Like and subscribe. Will we cash or will we burn? We're rusted, they're roasted. He who rests, rusts.